We are solving question from GATE 2015. So it is from control system and from electronics branch. So it says that the position control of a DC servo motor is given in the figure. So this is the this is the block diagram for a DC servo motor, for the position control of a DC servo motor. Okay, so it says that the values of the parameters are Kt equal to 1 nanometer, Ra equal to 1 ohm, and all these parameters Kt, Ra, La, J, B and Kb, these values are given to us. Then it says we have to find the steady state position response in radians due to unit impulse disturbance torque Td. So we have to find the steady state position response due to this unit impulse disturbance torque Td. So this is the torque Td and this was Va as given to you in the question. So this was the question. So we have to find the steady state position response. So first we have to find the transfer function. First what we have to do is we have to find the transfer function, and for the transfer function we have to use the Mason's gain formula. Okay, so first we will find the transfer function theta of s upon Td of s. Okay, so this is your output, this is your input. We will consider this input to be 0, we will consider this input to be 0, and we will find the transfer function. So there is one forward path from Td to theta. There is one forward path is the gain of the forward path. The gain of the forward path is 1 upon s Js plus B. Okay, so this is the forward path, and this is the loop. This is the loop. This full is the loop. So the gain of the loop is Kt upon Ra plus Las into 1 upon Js plus B into Kb. So this is the non-touching, this is the loop. So it touches the forward path as well. This loop is touching the forward path. So the transfer function will be equal to the transfer function will be equal to this is the loop. So this transfer function will be equal to Kt upon okay. So if you solve this, you will get this will be equal to this will be equal to this will be equal to Ra plus Las upon Ra plus Las Js plus B plus Kt Kb, and this is multiplied by 1 by s. This is multiplied by 1 by s for this term. Okay, so this is the transfer function theta of s upon Td of s. Now it says that we have to find the steady state position response, means we have to find this value this value of theta at infinite time, because time is infinite and we have to find it due to unit impulse disturbance response. So for unit impulse disturbance tau Td, for unit impulse response the Laplace transform is 1. So we can simply remove it. So this is the position response for unit impulse disturbance. Now we have to find the steady state response. So steady state response, I am writing the formula here. So for steady state response limit, for steady state response we can apply the Laplace formula, that limit x of t tends to infinite is equal to limit s tends to 0 s dot x of s dot x of s. Okay, so this is the final value theorem. This is what final value theorem. So if we apply final value theorem here, then we have to equate s to 0. So this will become theta of 0 and we have to multiply by s. So we have to multiply by s. So if s is multiplied here and s is multiplied here, then this will get cancelled. Okay, this will get cancelled, and when we put s equal to 0, then this LAS will become 0. This LAS will become 0. This LAS will also become 0, and this JS will also become 0. So we are now left with theta 0 equal to RA upon theta 0 equal to I am writing it here, theta 0 is equal to RA upon RAB plus KBKT. RA upon RAB plus KBKT. So we are given the values here. RA was given 1, and so we will substitute the values here. So this will be equal to 1. RA was again 1. B was given as 1. KB was given as 1. And KT was also given as 1. So this will be equal to I forgot one thing there. This TD was given as in negative feedback. So whatever the gain we got, that will be multiplied by -1, because this TD was given with negative sign. So whatever the gain we got will be multiplied by -1. So this will also be multiplied by -1. This will also be multiplied by -1, because it was given with minus sign. So this will also be multiplied by -1. So this will be equal to minus of 1 upon 2. So minus of 1 upon 2 is equal to minus of 0.5. So the answer will be minus of 0.5. Okay, so this was a silly mistake. Avoid to do these kinds of mistake in exams, because this TD was given with negative feedback. Okay, so we have to include the minus sign here. So I hope you got the mistake. These mistakes can be easily be made by students, and they can cause the error. Okay, so this was numerical answer type question. So the answer will be minus of 0.5. So thank you. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.